Online, and we are live. Shout out to my new subscribers, old school and TikTok family. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's been a little while. It has, man. It's a water. Turn this fan off. Look good. Look, y'all. Got another dope one from what's this? Cosmic Verse. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I don't know why this tag is saying this, but look. These leftover, manless single mothers are making demands and they're wondering why men are dodging them like the plague. Now, I made a video earlier talking about how I don't, you know, have any problem with single mothers. It's just a preference. And when I hear guys and women saying, well, single fathers should date single mothers, why do you care? Why would you say that? But anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not going to talk too long. I appreciate y'all. Let's get back into this, y'all. Let's get the channel back up and going. The channels back up and going. With no further ado.
I want
Yeah,
to be
smash
a
that
mom
like button.
so bad. Like, I
Smash that
want to
like
be
button.
pregnant so bad.
26 years old, a single mom. I'm trying today. Guys are also not.
Why have men become princesses? Please explain.
Date the guy that you think he may be boring.
I hate my kids. I hate myself.
Wow.
Men today aren't allowed to have preferences. They just shame you for stating them.
Not only do so many men not care to date a single mom.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and we were supposed to go out for dinner tonight as a single mom.
So if you're a single mom, don't let anybody make you feel bad about this.
What exactly would they gain from picking up the load that another man left behind?
Wow.
Kindly subscribe
Man,
to
that
the
was
channel,
layered.
as it is our sole
And
form
yeah,
of
you guys
support.
subscribe
Thank
to the
you.
channel. Hit that like
Guys will
button.
really be like,
let's do
I care
this.
about you. Just not in the way where I would care if I never saw you or spoke to you literally ever again. So, but like, so I care.
I had no idea there was such a disdain for single moms up until this post.
Lady, come on.
And I'm really perplexed by this because single moms are where it's at. We have an unlimited supply of snacks, juice boxes, water bottles, baby wipes.
What?
You never know when
So
you're
what? So do I.
I can whip up the most elaborate meal on the planet with
So
the
can
most
I.
random ass shit that I've got in the pantry.
I can too.
To
And
fill
that
your
don't
belly.
sound good from you.
So I don't know what kind of fucking weird ass trauma that you had.
Shut up. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear a woman talking about, hang on, hold on. Let's go and get this handsome face into this really quickly. I don't know why these single mothers, I don't want to hear y'all talking about I can whip something up with the scraps in the cabinets. Listen, you're not Iron Man. You're not Tony Stark. You're not in the cave building a suit from scraps. Listen, we want you to build something that we can't do ourselves. This is getting ridiculous, man. I don't want to hear you talking about you building something from scraps from the cabinet. Let's continue.
That you have against single moms, but I can tell you, you're fucking missing out, bro.
Is that what you think we want? Juice boxes and snacks.
Hey, what's good,
Single
James? What's
mums
good?
are nothing but baggage and trauma. Get a clue. The order goes her kids, her family, her friends, the dog, the cat, then you. I'll just cook my own food and miss the headaches. Why in God's name would I want to help raise someone else's kid and deal with the dad? Wrong, wrong, wrong. I married a single mum, and it was by far the worst decision I ever made.
Man, shout out to
All
him.
she
Me too.
wanted was my resources. It's not a disdain at all. Most of us have dated single mums and been left in the dust over and over.
No. Let's talk about that for a whole minute. You guys let me know if the video is breaking up. I grabbed the wrong water. It's that lemon water again. I'm telling you, it doesn't work in my favor. Is the audio good? What's going on, y'all? Does the video look good as well? Ooh, let's do this. Can I do that? Yeah, let's figure this out. But y'all think that this is some kind of weird bash session, and somewhat, but we're speaking from what we know. And what we know is that we've been with single mothers and they've tried to ruin our lives, try to drain our soul, and get as much of our resources as possible and leave us in the ditch, you know? So there is no disdain. It's just life experience has shown us that this is the way to go and how to approach the situation. So just, respectfully, you gotta smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Regardless of snacks and meals. It's not necessarily disdain that drives men to avoid dating single mothers. Rather, it's often a matter of personal preference. It's like asking a recently divorced man why he wouldn't consider marriage again after losing everything. These men have had negative experiences in the past, leading them to steer clear of dating single mothers altogether.
So I just seen a post that said single moms be having all these standards and they baby daddy meets none of them. Like, of course, he was the lesson. Now she knows what to look for in a man.
Not Goofy. Absolutely not. Don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Pace yourselves. Humble yourself, queen. Humble yourself, queen. Okay? Before you go and start rattling off a whole bunch of babbling nonsense. Look, man. She said it exactly the way it should be said in the beginning. All this extra stuff. Listen, man, let me hold up, man. Y'all wait. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Hold on, let's do this again.
Experiences in the past, leading them to steer clear of dating single mothers altogether.
So I just seen a post that said single moms be having all these standards and they baby daddy meets none of them. Like, of course, he was the lesson. Now she knows what to look for in a man and what not to look for. She stood on business and she moved on. Next subject.
If these women really learned their lessons, they wouldn't be having 3 baby daddies.
Look, man, they wouldn't have a baby daddy, period, man. Would you need no lesson so that you can learn what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And why are there so many single mothers if that's the case? Nah, y'all go out of your way to be single mothers. You want it that way. Ain't no lesson, nothing. This is babble. This is cope. It's disgusting. And to do it with a straight face, she didn't even blink. She didn't even blink. Whew, man. Let's talk about it. Hit that like button. Let's talk about it. She didn't even, she just finally blinked. She didn't even blink that whole time.
As a man, it is very important to compare what a woman say versus what her actions shows. You will come to find out most of the time they are completely different.
But she made sure whenever she was getting her point across, there was no blinking. She said it with a straight face.
The best relationship advice I've ever received is this: the excuses. The only thing keeping him from being with you is the fact that he doesn't really want to be with you.
You're probably confused. This woman was supposed to go on a date as a single mother, but the date got cancelled. So she made this video to express her sadness.
Okay, so the best thing about dating as a single mom is that it automatically filters out the worst men on planet Earth. Men who would never date a single mom.
So your ex was 19 years old. I have heard of the Joe Rogan podcast, yes. No, you're absolutely entitled to call your ex a bitch.
Crazy.
That is a great deal.
That is
on
not
a
how all
timeshare in
men
Miami.
are.
I
This is
am
so
a single mom.
disrespectful.
Oh, you're leaving? Oh no.
It costs $280,000 to raise one child and another $200,000 to educate them. A man who chooses you chooses the economics. Or not. It's just reality. Dating single mums is hard. I don't care what any of you single mums say. Does it really make me a bad person if I don't want the responsibility of being a stepdad? Why would you say men who
Absolutely
won't
not.
date a single mom are the worst? There are women who won't date a single dad. Single mums are the worst, like buying a used car with a busted chassis. Why is a man considered the worst man on planet Earth? Because he doesn't want to add to another man's collection. A single mother only demonstrates the ability to choose her mates poorly. Another man shouldn't come into that relation and bear responsibility for that. There's no benefits in it for him.
When I hear about people having kids at my age, and I'm just like, I just don't want to be a teen mom. It's not for me, despite being 29 years old. Mentally, I'm 13. So.
You need help. What?
Real quick reminder
What?
for the moms out there
Wait
surrounded
a
by
minute.
children who haven't left
No,
the
no, no,
house
no,
in days or weeks on end.
Ooh, I'm clicking it wrong, but hold on.
There is a
Okay, first of all, what is this woman? Where did she crawl out from? She scared the crap out of me. All of y'all cannot be talking. You gotta be attractive, okay? Y'all can't just say what you want. See what
There's no benefits in it for him.
When I hear about people having kids at my age, and I'm just like, I just don't want to be a teen mom. It's not for me, despite being 29 years old. Mentally, I'm 13.
No.
So.
You need help. No.
real quick reminder
No. See, this is
for the moms out there surrounded.
it's getting crazy. No. You don't get to just say stuff like that. No. Look, man, I'm telling you.
By children who haven't left the house in days or weeks on end. There is a reason that solitary confinement is used as one of the worst punishments for people all over the world.
What's up, man? What's good?
Because it works.
What y'all up to?
Men, would you rather be stuck in a desert for 60 days with nothing but a dog, or be stuck in that same desert with a woman? You let me know.
Absolutely, my brother. I'm not on Spaces, so you're doing God's work over there, my brother. Let's see here. You know it. Let's go.
Takes less resources, useful, doesn't yap, loves me unconditionally.
Y'all smash that like button.
This was tutorial difficulty. Decision. Dog, he can hunt food, is cute, protects me, needs less food, water runs faster, is brave, actually loves me, won't complain about all things. Majority of the men said they would choose the dog. Some of them said they would choose the woman because they don't want the dog to suffer at her hands.
I will never understand why people are so quick to assume that when they see a single
Wait a minute.
mother, that
Wait a
she got
minute.
left.
You got left because of that hair. And that's, if y'all don't want to be labeled or whatever, then stop falling for the tropes, man. That's a single mother do right there. That's a single mother. This is a single mother classic right here. Now, this same receding hairline single mother, wig or not, will talk junk about men. Look at this tomfoolery here. What in the 2024 are y'all thinking? See, this is women that are trying to impress other women. Not a single man has ever said, I want to see that shit. I want that. I want all this bullshit right here. You're decorating your face with bullshit. And you get the nerve enough to talk. PSA, this is a mess right here. This is not. High value men don't want this.
Like, do you not know that we did the dash? We took off and we escaped. We ski our way out of that motherfucking relationship. What you talking about?
Women wouldn't have to be doing no running if they chose better partners to procreate with. I just keep wondering, what happened to that female intuition they're so proud of? Why do they ignore the
It's not
guys that
real.
would treat them better and
There
pick
is
the
no
guys
such
that would
that
break their
intuition
hearts?
thing is
It doesn't
BS.
make sense.
It's not
So if you're
real.
a single mom, don't let anybody make
Hold
you
up.
feel bad about the standards that you set
Big
or
back,
the
big
decisions
back,
that you make regarding the
big
company
back,
that you
big
keep.
back.
Don't let anyone make you feel worthless. Don't let anyone make you feel like when you set a boundary.
All right, listen, man. This is called feel good content, man. It's supposed to give you that warm and fuzzy, ladies. But this is this your queen? Is this what you look up to? Is this what you're trying to end up like? I know the message makes you feel good, makes you feel warm inside, but this woman right here is going to keep you single. There's nothing about her that's attractive. I'm just being honest, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. It's not a single thing about her is attractive. She shouldn't really be speaking. You know what I'm saying? There's places that she should be at, like the gym or going for a walk or something like that, or in the grocery store looking for something a little bit more vegan.
Or a standard that you're asking for too much. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing, boo. Whether you're a single mom who's never been married or you're a single mom as a product of a divorce, you have the right to ask for what you feel that
No, you don't.
deserve.
No.
And don't compromise on that.
You need to
because people who
compromise.
want you to compromise on that
Mhm.
want to take advantage.
No, we
of
don't.
you.
We don't
See,
want
I'm a
nothing to do with
single
you.
mom, and people try to
You
make us
don't-
feel low. People try to
Well,
make us feel like we're the bottom of the barrel.
You are.
Like we have to take scraps because we've
Yes, you
birthed a
should.
child and
No.
literally have created life to
You created random life that's going to probably live off of us, and or like the stats say, end up in a life of crime trying to rob us or whatever else. You're not, you think because you're making a baby that's adding to the overall uh dynamic of the population of humanity? No, you're scumbags. You know, there's a survival of the fittest thing that's being some kind of way usurped by you single mothers through this welfare system. It's disgusting. You're not supposed to be making babies. You're not supposed to be able to afford it. Ridiculous.
progress our society. No, boo.
Progress our society.
You are the prize. That's so corny, but you are. And if someone doesn't want to see your worth or your value,
You are
don't
corny.
need them in your life.
And
Remember
overweight.
that. Okay.
Go back to the father and stop the cap.
Oh, stop.
You have a right to make your standards. Doesn't mean anyone has to obey them. Yeah, the
These
world
women,
don't
man.
work that way. Your child is valuable to you and you alone. Stay with the one you procreated
That's
with.
so crazy.
It's simple as that. You have the right to have standards. However, having a child disqualifies you from...
Y'all don't understand what she said. You don't understand what she said. She said that her laying with some random guy, making a baby, makes your world a better place. She said that her bastard child is the future. Whatever, man. It's a dark future. Smash that like button.
Men who have standards. No one
Man.
has an issue with single mothers setting up boundaries or standards for themselves. The issue is, why didn't these women set up those
Smash that
boundaries
like button.
before they got pregnant by those guys? They only come up with these boundaries for the next man that's coming into their lives so he can raise a child that's not even his. It doesn't make sense that a man has to come into a pre-built family and be expected to play that father role and be a leader, when those same expectations didn't apply to the biological father. These women have already given up their womb before a ring. A man shouldn't give up his wallet to a pre-built family.
You're just giving them the best life they've had in years. They're out, they're enjoying themselves, they're laughing, and they're discovering something new. And their ex-husband or ex-boyfriend sees that she's no longer texting him. And he sees her not responding to his texts as often as she did before. All of a sudden, that ex-husband or ex-boyfriend will make a strong attempt to win her back, and that confuses the single mother. And I heard this 3 times in my dating career where, I was going to go pick her up. She calls me. She goes, I hate to tell you this, it breaks my heart. I don't even know if I'm making the right decision, but I'm going to give my son's father one more chance. He just came. We talked about it. We've been talking about it for the past few nights and weekends, and we're going to do what's best for our son. Let me repeat that. We are going to do what's best for our son.
This won't be a popular statement, but it'll probably make you think and reevaluate. Remove sex from the relationship, and you'll probably find out they really don't have anything else to offer.
Girl, when I break you off, I promise that you won't.
Online dating in 2024 is like you talk on the phone, you video chat, you plan a date, you confirm a date, you get ready to leave for the date, and 2 minutes before you're walking out the door, they cancel and ghost you. True story, bro.
Sounds about right.
Not only do so many men not care to date a single mom, but so many men value that. Dating as a single mom, you don't want to look for somebody that's just willing to deal with your kid or just okay with them. You want to find somebody that views your child as a blessing, as a bonus to the situation, and they exist. I became a single mom shortly after having my baby.
Woo,
I really
no.
wasn't looking for a relationship, but I did not think that it would be easy to find somebody that was wanting to date me, but that is just so far from the truth. I'm here to tell you. It does come with certain aspects that can be intimidating. I have certain rules set for myself that can be a little bit challenging to navigate. I have a certain amount of time set or longer, whatever feels right, before I bring someone into my child's life. Now, this can be kind of stressful, especially if you're dating someone who has never dated a mom before or doesn't have kids themselves.
But what does that mean?
You're building this connection with them alone.
But like, what does that mean? Like, does she tell them that she has a kid, or she doesn't tell them at all until, like, does she tell them I have a kid, but then don't let the person meet the kid? Or does she not bring up having a kid or whatever, or dodges it or lies about it until she's comfortable with the person? So, just want to know.
And then eventually it comes time to introduce them to that aspect of your life, and you don't know how they'll react. They don't know how they'll react. It could be too much for them, but that's just part of the risk of dating as a mom. And that's why it is so important to maintain boundaries with them, with yourself. Don't get too attached to them. Make sure you're happy on your own. Just view it as fun. Don't be guarded. Keep an open heart, but be mindful. Know that no matter what happens, you're good. You've had this on your own. You can keep having it on your own. We're all kick-ass moms, single moms. Rise.
I want to find someone, but I refuse to online date and feel like that's the only way nowadays. Nah, as a single mum, I haven't found a single man that wants to date me. I'm a single mum, and I actually almost never get approached. Maybe one day I'll open up.
Yeah, smash
a real
that like
provider
button.
is willing to take your child in as their own. A lot of men think it's attractive that you're responsible and a good mum. They see wifey, not party girl. More mature men usually pursue single mums. A load
That's a
of
lie.
BS.
Exactly. Call it out.
One thing I can say for sure
We're not
is that
taking that
everyone
stray.
has their own
We're
preferences.
not taking that stray.
However, a man who actively pursues a single mother is probably a man without many options. So
Desperate.
he's settling for that single mother.
Desperate.
While it's true that everyone has the right to choose who
He's
they
down on
date,
his last.
the reality
brother's
is that
starving.
some men might pursue
That brother's
single
starving.
mothers because they feel they have fewer choices. Women typically call men who date single mothers real men for
Smash that
stepping
like
up,
button, y'all.
and for the
Now
ones
more
who
than
don't,
ever.
intimidated. But what exactly is real about dating a woman that already has kids?
And what's intimidating about you is that we don't want to have to pay for your kid. If anything's intimidating, but we're not intimidated by y'all. Come on, stop making yourselves feel better with cope that you're projecting onto us without a single verified man saying, hey, yeah, I think that way, and you're exactly right. Get up out of here.
It's more real to me that a man starts his own family from scratch. No man is intimidated by that. They're just choosing what's best for them.
So I'm 30 and single,
Did I
and
miss
the number
something?
one question I get asked is, why are you still single? And I've been trying to figure out the reason, like I'm trying to put it into words as to why I'm so picky, I guess, quote unquote picky. And it's like it's not that I haven't been on dates or it's not that I haven't had boyfriends before, but it's more so that I just haven't been wowed. You know, I don't know. It's not the whole like, oh, you shouldn't
Absolutely.
feel butterflies in your stomach. You shouldn't feel infatuated. Like,
Makes
I
sense.
know, I know, I know. But I don't know if anyone feels this way where you go on dates and you're not like, wow, that was amazing. I don't know. Am I wrong?
She hasn't been wowed because she's looking for perfection. If someone has been on numerous dates and still can't find a suitable partner,
And why do you guys think she's looking for perfection? She's had her back blown out by Chad and Tyrone and Pookie and Ray Ray and Brady and Brad. Jerome's gotten there a couple times, and it's going to take Superman for this woman to get off. And even if you are, she's still going to cheat on you with some guy 5'9" and below, because you never would expect it. I'm just being honest. You guys smash that like button. Don't be mad at the messenger.
the issue likely lies with them, not their dates. This particular woman is in her 30s, an age where many women find themselves still searching for the right man. The reason often is that the type of man they desire must meet all their criteria. In doing so, they prolong their dating journey, failing to realize that perfection doesn't exist. By seeking an ideal partner who checks off every box, they overlook the potential for genuine connection and miss out on meaningful relationships.
3 things you should know before you even consider dating a single mom. Number 1, single moms are the only person in the dating pool that actually did forget to reply to your text because they were busy. No matter how interested she is in you, she's trying to get 1,000 things done and be in 1,000 places at once. Number 2, you will never be number 1
Don't
and
sound
front. Your
good.
kids are always going to come first.
Not-
You either have to be
doesn't
confident
sound
enough in
good.
yourself to be okay with that, or politely
Mm-mm.
don't waste her time. And number 3, download Plenty of Fish to find the best match for you.
Some men might consider these reasons valid enough to stay away. If a man feels he will never be a priority or even number 1 in a single mother's life, he might question why he should pursue a relationship with her in the first place.
Absolutely.
For many men,
What's the
feeling
point?
undervalued
Why
or
would you want to go
secondary
into it
is a
knowing that she's going to
significant
treat you like
deterrent.
crap?
They might worry that
Come on,
investing
man.
time and effort into a relationship where they're not a top priority could lead to frustration, and if it get to that point, they will eventually get fed up and walk away.
Are you going to cry about it or are you going to boss up? First of all, I'm going to do both.
I'm gonna need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. You lucky we even here. I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. You're lucky. Cause I just want y'all to think. Y'all be wanting dudes that's single, no kids, not entertaining
lying.
no other female. But you got 2 baby fathers. And we supposed to pick up their responsibility and we have no kids. I just need y'all to process that. Like, we don't have to be here. Message.
Without even realizing it, he gave the game away. You notice how many times he said lucky? That's what it is. They want you to feel lucky. They want you to feel lucky that somebody like them.
Okay. I done told you about women that gotta look around while they talk because they're having to pull out of this stuff out the back of their mind, what they seen and what they gotta regurgitate. Also, we're talking thick neck, big back. Okay. She's covered from head to toe. All you see is face and hair and red lipstick. You don't see a neck, you don't see nothing. This is not by accident. Now, if she has to cover that much of herself up just to run her mouth, why should any of her words be listened to? She has too much time on her hands. If she take that time and go for a walk and eat less snacks in the middle of the night while she's getting upset at men, then she probably would lose that weight, probably have more men approaching her, and wouldn't be so upset babbling to make herself feel better, to get the sisterhood to rally behind her. Man, I'm telling you, every time when they're overweight, you're going to see this, man. A lot of talking, but no obvious action. If she was a woman of action, she wouldn't be overweight, you know? Just saying.
Would want you and you have kids. Lucky that there's somebody like them would want you and you have a high body count. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you're plus size. They always want you to feel lucky. Why do they want you to feel lucky? Because again, he gave the game away. You want us to be faithful? They want you to feel lucky to be with them so they could dog you out. They really want you to settle for them, but they're trying to convince you that there's
I got plenty of time to cook this lady, but you guys make sure you check out the video that is dropping right now, a pre-recorded video. Listen, I'm working on the face follow, so it might be a little wicked at times. Just bear with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just bear with it. But you guys check out that video, pre-recorded video is dropping right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, work on TikTok for a little bit, and then we'll get back on here and make things happen. You know that we run the night shift here. That's what we do. That's how we get it. All right. You guys smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and drop a comment. Let's talk about it, man. Do you agree, disagree? Let's chop it up. Let's get the channel back going. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.